welcome to my channel. As we all know that in the previous chapter we completed the key elements of the government. So there we studied the three levels of the government. So the lowest level of the government is the local government. Local government functions at two levels, that is the village and at the municipal corporation. So why there is a need to introduce such a kind of system that is called as the Panchayati Raj system? So mainly this system works at the village level. Village level means the problems that are faced by the villagers are actually resolved by this system, which is called as the Panchayati Raj system. We all know that our government function at three levels: at the national level, at the state level, and the local level. So at the national level, PM governs the whole system, and at the state level, CM governs the state, and at the very basic level, at the grassroots level, or the local level, the Panchayati Raj system works, and this system mainly works at the village, and municipal corporation works at the city level. So all the basic problems are mainly resolved by this system. Okay, so the system mainly rectifies the problem of the broken roads and the supply of water, the proper drainage system, and the proper functioning of the school buildings for the children of the village, and also the making aware of the various schemes which are introduced by the government of India. So to make aware of these schemes to the villagers are the main basic function of the Panchayati Raj system. So this system mainly deals with the problems of the villagers which they face while living in a village. So the national government cannot go into the problems of the villagers, because villagers only know that what problems they are facing in their day-to-day lives. So this is one of the most important systems which prevails in India, and it also covers many of your exams, whether it is IAS or PCS, your SSC, or your CTED. So this is a very important topic and very interesting topic also. So let's get started. So how panchayat is mainly formed? What are the components that are important for the organization of a panchayat? Gram Sabha is the very plays a very important role in the formation of a panchayat. Gram Sabha is the meeting of all adults who are 18 or above and who has the right to vote. So Gram means village and Sabha means the meeting of the people. So the meeting of Gram Sabha begins with Panchayat President, that is the Sarpanch, and the members of the Panchayat are called as the Panch. The Panch and the Sarpanch form the Gram Panchayat. So the combination of Panch and Sarpanch makes a Gram Panchayat mainly. The Panch are the representatives of the village people. So the village people elect their representatives for the Gram Panchayat. So the secretary is appointed by the government and is responsible for calling the meetings of Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record of the proceedings. So the secretary is the one who is appointed by the government and is responsible for calling the meetings of Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record of all the things that are happening, or keeping the records of all the proceedings that are happening during the panchayat meeting. So how the working of the local government happens? The local government or the participatory government, or you can also say direct democracy. So look into the picture. This is the picture of Gram Sabha. The village people are called as the Gram Sabha. The village people who have attained the age of 18 or who are above 18 or those people who have the right to vote constitute a Gram Sabha. So Gram Sabha mainly selects their panches from a particular village. So the representatives of these village people are called as the panches, right? So these panches are the people who solve the problems of the village people, and the head of these panches or the panchayat is called as the sarpanch or the president, panchayat president, and he's the man who is elected for 5 years mainly. As your in the state or at the national level, your PM is elected for 5 years. Similarly, this sarpanch is also elected for 5 years for the functioning of the panchayat. And see, wards are also there in villages. So villages are mainly divided into different areas. So it depends upon the size of the village how many panches are going to be appointed for a particular village. So this the larger the village, the size will automatically gets large also of the panches. Small, the if the village is small, then the size of the panches will be little, like say from 5 to 20. If the village is small, then 5 panches are sufficient, and if the village is large, then about 15 to 20 panches will be appointed for that particular village. Okay, so the election of the sarpanch happens through voting, and this is the basic working of the local government, how it functions. So functions of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat now. Gram Sabha is the place where all plans of Gram Panchayat are placed before the people. As I already told you in the previous slide, the Sabha prevents panchayats from any misuse of money favoring certain people. It keeps an eye on the elected representatives. The Gram Panchayat is elected by the members of the Gram Sabha. The Panchayat is merely elected for 5 years. The Gram Panchayat meets regularly, and the main job is to implement development programs of all villages that come under it. The work of the Panchayat has to be approved by the Gram Sabha. And what are the works of the Gram Panchayat? Mainly the construction and maintenance of the water resources, roads, drainage, school buildings, and other common property resources, right? So what are the resources of fund? From where the Gram Panchayat collects the money for the development programs that are done in the village. So from where the money comes through the collection of taxes on the houses, the donations for community work, and the government schemes that are received through various departments, that is the Janpat and the Zilla Parishad. Right? The 3 levels of Panchayat. In the previous slides, we have studied about the Gram Panchayat. So Gram Panchayat is basically the first tier or level of democratic government. Janpat Panchayat is at the block level, also called as the Panchayat Samiti, right? So Janpat Panchayat is mainly called by 3 names, so you need to memorize it very thoroughly, because in the exams you will get confused. So don't get confused and memorize it well. Janpat Panchayat is at the block level, also called as the Panchayat Samiti. So the Janpat Panchayat has many Gram Panchayats under it. So many Gram Panchayat constitutes a Janpat Panchayat. Above the Panchayat Samiti is the District Panchayat or the Zilla Parishad. With the help of the Panchayat Samitis, Zilla Parishad regulates the money distribution among the Gram Panchayat. So now Panchayat Samiti or the Janpat Panchayat, which is at the block level, it functions as a bridge between Zilla Parishad and Gram Panchayat, right? Within the guidelines in the constitution, each state in the country has its own law with regard to the panchayats, right? So this is the last point is very important, which is very frequently asked in your seated exams. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.